First, 27,
Yes.
69. My name
All
is
right.
Johnn Noflin.
We have the what?
I said my name is Johnn Noflin. You had said that already. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Noflin. Okay, Noflin. All right, and then I got that you're in Texas, and your phone number is 832-208-1498.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how can I help you?
Okay, I called the nurses hotline to say one thing about you girls. I got all the most respect for you girls. Y'all are lifesavers when y'all do what y'all do when we call up there and y'all give the advice that y'all give us. Ma'am, I was sent home from the hospital yesterday, all because the doctor wasn't doing what I was telling him to do. And I've been with this body since my car accident in '98, man. Friday that just passed, this is how it started for me to be on the phone with you to explain to you my symptoms. It started on Friday, sweetheart, when I went to the emergency room with pains in my stomach for not being able to digest food. And when I was admitted into the hospital for infection in my kidneys and in my stomach. And my stomach stopped up from all that activity that was going on. But anyway, so he was giving me 10 milligram baclofen pill when I take 3 milligram baclofen pills every 6 hours. He did that for 3 days after I told him and begged the nurse to give me the full amount of my prescription for my muscle spasm. This doctor said that I was taking too much baclofen for a person my size, and he wasn't going to give me that amount of medicine while I was in the hospital. Ma'am, if I got a prescription and my prescription is saying what my doctor prescribed for me, shouldn't I get that same doses of medicine, ma'am? So, now to why I'm here with you. After I spoke up for myself to this doctor, he said I was going to get 2 more days of antibiotics through IV because of what was going on with my stomach. But after I spoke up for myself to let him know that they have too much control over another person's health and constantly want to put medicine in that person. One medicine to overdo another medicine to do something with that medicine. And it's ridiculous, ma'am. So I'm like, when is enough and a person get to be controlling their own life and their own health without having to be always push medication into? And that doctor got upset to the point where he said to me right then and there, well, I checked out your chart and everything's clear, so I can let you go home and finish all your medication there. I said, hold on. Man, you just said I have 2 more days to get these antibiotics because it's the best way to get it because of what's happening with my stomach. And now you're saying that I'm good enough to go home? He said, yes. I said, oh, hell no, I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to get the rest of my antibiotics, and then I'm going to go home. That man came back with the discharge papers. I called the head of the hospital. The head people at the hospital told me, well, the doctor said that you don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. So the doctor sent me home, man. And let me tell you what the icing on the cake was with him sending me home. The sarcastic icing of the cake was he sent me home with a medication that I'm immune to. And I told him all of this before he sent me home with that medication, man.
What medicine is that?
Hold on. Levofloxacin, Levofloxacin.
So you mean you're allergic to it? When you said immune, but you mean allergic?
No. See, allergic and immune are 2 different things. When you've been using an antibiotic for such a long time, your body gets immune to it.
Right.
You see? And I'm like, this doctor knew this. I told him this. You feel me? I told him this, sweetheart. So that was the sarcasm part of this. So, like I said again, I'm letting you know because I say this to you because I love you and I respect you. And I say a woman is a gift from God to the man. The man is not cherishing his gift like he's supposed to. That is why the world is so lopsided.
Okay, but John, let's stay on the subject because So what do you think? Is there something I can do to help you tonight?
All I'm gonna do is give you my symptoms, and then you're gonna tell me what y'all good nurses always say. You need to be in the emergency room. I'm putting it down simply because of the fact that I'm stressed out because I've been going through. I've been going through. Okay, okay. My symptoms is the burning of my stomach because I know I still feel the infection, and then back in my kidneys, it's still giving me muscle spasm that I can't even control my muscle spasm medicine. That is the reason why I was getting everything by IV because first of all, I'm not digesting the food like I properly digest my food because of all the constipation that I was into when my stomach started acting up. Same time that medicine that I got 3 weeks ago that I was allergic to when the doctor lived, they prescribed me something that it was new. So, sweetheart, I'm just feeling to the point where what's the use of running to the hospital after you girls tell me that that's where I need to go and I be done like this here that I'm being done like in the hospital? I just thank you.
So are you having cramping in your stomach now, or
cramping,
having a burning?
It's cramping. Yes, it's cramping. Look, it's cramping, not being able to control the muscle spasms, and then the pain in my kidneys and in my back, and I'm already not being able to digest food, so therefore I can't take none of my pill medicine because my pain pill medicine got to go in my stomach. So therefore I'm sitting here suffering like an old wounded dog that they sent home knowing that I should still be in the hospital. I had an IV in my neck because they couldn't find any veins to put the IV in because my body had basically broke down to that point where my vessels was moving out the way and my skin is tough.
So I know I've got your history here, and it says you're a paraplegic, and so are you feeling very weak?
Very weak. It's hard to move. But I say this, ma'am. I thank you for what you're gonna say. You say go to the hospital, so I got that down. And what's your name?
Evelyn.
Okay, so we all this here is noted. You see, it's noted now. And again, y'all call me back like y'all always do. Y'all did y'all job to superb. I'm like this. If I end up expiring, which I would never kill myself, sweetheart, but I'm not gonna live there and beat my head in with somebody that ain't helping me.
So are you saying you're when we hang up here, you're not willing to go to the emergency room?
No, sweetheart, come on now, come on, man. It's like the last encounter I had with the ambulance, and I don't have no one to take me to the hospital. The ambulance stopped en route to the hospital, all because I didn't want to talk to them no more. So right there lets you know I'm in a situation that's horrible because that happened to me March the 5th, 2013.
Well, so I want to know, I haven't really gotten to the point where I tell you to go to the hospital yet. There's a few questions I'm supposed to ask. Do you have warm and dry skin, or is it wet?
It's wet. It's wet like I'm swimming in something, and it's only doing it to the part where I'm paralyzed at.
Okay, so that's right. So the top part of like on your face and your head.
All that, ma'am, is A-OK, and that's how I know something is really, really bad going on in my lower extremity. And like I said again, ma'am, I'm not willing to go to I'm not willing to call 911 because of what happened to me with the paramedics. Not once, twice, because when they stopped the ambulance on me the first time, March the 5th, 2013, they ended up stopping it again August the 27th, 2013, to shut up about March the 5th, 2013. So, ma'am, like I said, it's a big old conspiracy going on right here, right now, with the people here in Houston, Texas, because I'm dealing with the mayor, the police, and the fire department, paramedics, for the whole ordeal of them stopping my ambulance and me wanting to know.
So you're just calling to get this all down on paper?
No, because that's what most people will say. I'm calling this here to get your advice on what I'm supposed to do, so when you say you need to go to the hospital, I can make sure notes that's down, that's everything that can happen to me happened in the hospitals. So that's how I say what to do next, ma'am, but you wouldn't know what to do next because you already tell me what to do. What to do, ma'am.
If you feel sweaty like that, and you said you feel like, you might be shutting down, then you do need to hang up and call 911. That's what I recommend.
And like I said again, ma'am, thank you, and I love you, and you have a nice night.
All right, you too. Sorry you're going through this. Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's it. 10 minutes. That's it.